Hey everyone, this is Living Dead Gal, and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Today we are in CAS once again, my favorite place to be, other than in the game playing. And we are working on a sim as part of a very special, pretty large collaboration that kind of started over on Twitter. This is the Sims of Love collaboration, which is founded and orchestrated by the wonderful, talented, and super kind Ginova Sims. Ginova Sims is just an amazing simmer, so sweet, such a wonderful heart in this community, and she has an amazing YouTube channel where she does the Solar System Legacy Let's Play. She's also got a lot of really cool CAS videos, kind of doing Sims based around the zodiac signs and also some modern Disney princesses and villains. So definitely check out her channel. I'm going to have her channel as well as all of the others who participated in this collab, either their channels or their Twitter pages, linked in my description box, so that you can check out all of the other videos in the collaboration. This will be added to one big playlist, so once I have that playlist link, I will also leave a note for that in a pinned comment so you can check out all of the videos. And at the end, I'm going to show you just a little bit of a graphic for everyone who was involved, and then you can kind of go and like check out all of the individual simmers and their creations. So to kind of hop into the video itself and the sim that I'm creating here, basically the prompt was to create either a sim or a build, really anything you wanted Sims related that represented Valentine's Day for you, or represented the idea of love. So basically it was really open-ended, and you could go from, you know, a couple, you could go from different types of love, you could go self-love route, and I ended up choosing kind of an obscure route, but it is related to self-love. So this video actually, it also kind of works as part of my pop culture cast series, because I am actually creating a character from a very like unknown, not necessarily, it's not a movie that's going to be winning any you know, cinematic awards or anything, but from a Hulu original movie called My Valentine. And the movie, it's part of their Into the Dark series that they did a couple years ago, which is basically each month they would release a different horror movie based on a holiday. And me being a horror movie lover, I absolutely enjoyed that. Something about me, I love like not very good horror movies. That's just my thing. So this particular movie, it's not like, you know, anything that is gonna like be praised as like, you know, some art film or anything like that. It's really just a fun movie, but it is special to me, and it's one of my like guilty pleasure films in a way, and I've always wanted to create a sim based on the main character of this movie, and her name is Valentine Fawkes. And to give you the idea of the premise, it's not just a horror movie, because I'm gonna explain why this ties into Valentine's Day and love. It's about, it kind of serves as a metaphor for breaking free from a toxic relationship and learning to love yourself. The main character who I'm creating here, Valentine, she was in a very toxic relationship, an abusive relationship, and she got out, but the film sees her kind of struggling because the person she was in a relationship with was her music producer, and he has since taken all of her songs and sort of created a very famous pop star who looks a lot like her, and has had that pop star kind of take her songs and gain fame with it. So she, even though she got herself out of the bad relationship, she still doesn't feel fully in control of her life. And the sort of, you know, I mean, it's a cheesy horror movie, but the sort of end result is that she finally gets her control back, and she finally gets to be her true self. And learns to love herself again. And that was something that I just thought was, you know, really different and unique for one of the types of horror movies that you'd see in this kind of a platform. So I've always loved it, and it actually has like a really cool, catchy, like pop soundtrack, which I'm like the kind of person who I really like heavy metal, and then I really like bubblegum pop, and this is like the most bubblegum that you can get, and I absolutely am here for it. And I've always loved her style in that film, so I'm kind of dressing her in her main attire, how she looked in the film. She has like a turtleneck, like a black turtleneck sweater. She's got the jeans with the heart buckle on the belt, and she has chucks, and then she's got this sort of iconic blue hair. And I'm going to throw up a picture just so you can kind of see a reference of what she looks like in the film, so that you can kind of see where I'm comparing and trying to kind of emulate the style. But this movie, like, weirdly, for as like obscure and random and probably like lower budget and unknown as it is, it has a weird place in my heart, because even though I'm in a very happy romantic relationship, you know, nothing like that has happened to me in my life as far as a romantic relationship. At the time that I saw this movie, I was in sort of a very dark place with my job that I was working at. It was a very toxic work environment, and, you know, at times a bit verbally abusive. And so, you know, seeing something about self-love and about self-care, it really mattered to me. I remember watching this movie when I was actually like pulling an all-nighter for a work assignment, one of many that I often did. And I don't know, it was just something that at the time, it was just a nice little escape for me, this film. And so it's just been something that really stuck with me and really matters, as strange as that sounds, you know, for a horror movie. And it kind of represents how I feel about self-love. It's kind of about growing and changing, and sometimes you have to go through the absolute worst to come out on the other side and succeed and win. And so this character in this movie have always kind of been something that I love, and it's a movie that I'll watch over and over again. And again, you know, it is what it is. It's cheesy. It's got some like humor to it, surprisingly. But it's just something that matters to me, and so that is why I chose to do this kind of very off-kilter sort of concept for my portion of the collab, because you know, when I think about self-love, that's one of the things I think about, is just getting through the hard times and coming out strong. And that always resonates with me, and I think, you know, you have to sometimes you have to let yourself hit rock bottom, and, you know, really face your insecurities before you can learn to love yourself again, and be supportive of yourself and care for yourself again. So I'm gonna stop rambling about the movie and how it matters to me, but to talk a little bit about her style. I kind of varied her style up here, where some of her outfits are more like laid back, like kind of her sleepwear and her activewear, because in the film, you know, they show her where she is kind of a struggling artist. She's not making a lot of money, so like her everyday wear, her sleepwear, that kind of stuff is more kind of toned down. But then because she is like, you know, she's a performer, and eventually it kind of is working towards like making it big as a big pop star, I ended up also kind of giving her some really glammed out looks as well, like this party look, because I definitely wanted to kind of have that pop star, you know, over the top fun look to her. So I didn't match like all of her outfits exactly from the movie other than her main attire, but everything else is kind of in that vein of how she dressed in some of the flashback scenes that they showed. And then for her swimwear and for her hot weather wear, I couldn't find an exact match, but she has these glasses in the movie that are like these big sunglasses with like, they're heart shaped and they have these rhinestones, and the whole thing is that the other girl who's sort of stolen her identity and her music has those glasses in her possession, and she wants them back. So I thought I would give them to her in these looks, just as kind of like a nod to the character and that sort of part of the movie. So we're getting close to the end of the video, so again, I want to thank Ginova Sims so much for coordinating all of this, and I'm so excited to see everyone else's pieces for the collaboration and what everyone else has done. So I am gonna actually go ahead and read off the names of everyone else. I'm gonna read their, like, who they are and then their Twitter username. So first is G, which is Ginova Sims. Then we have Queenikobi over on Twitter. Ghoul, which is at Ghoul The Kitty. Charlie, which is at Charlie Simmer. Abby, which is at Whimsy Alien. Piper, which is at the Pipster7. Tay, which is at the Hungry Simmer. Christy, which is at NolaCrysti. Motherlodeman, also at Motherlodeman. Haley, which is at Indigo Builds. Ivana, which is at Bunny Banana Sims. Purmapup, which is at Purmapup. Misty, which is at Mystical Raven Sims. Shiro, which is at Lost Blue Ocean. Nyx, which is at Amethyxtnix. Jenna, which is at Simsprout. Diva, which is at Little G 038088788. Bailey Cheshire, which is at Bailey X Cheshire. Anna, which is at Purple Sims. Retro, which is at Llamas Retro. Amber, which is at Simber Sanders. Tara, which is at OTerra. Emma Sims, which is at Emma_SimsX. Beamzies, which is at Beamzies9908, Tori, which is at ToriF0XX, Zoe, which is at basically Zoe21, and Emma at Alluring Sims. So those are all of the Simmers who participated in the collaboration, and so I just want to shout out all of them. I wish I could kind of go through all of like their accomplishments in their individual videos and kind of tell you about each of them, but since there's so many of us, what I'm gonna do is just put links to everyone's channels in the description box. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I hope that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below letting me know. Press that thumbs up button, that really helps me out, and make sure you are subscribed so that you never miss another CAS video or Let's Play from me. And again, please check out all of these wonderful Sims creators. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!